Everybody, it's Chris, and I'm here with Mr. Gavin Haverstick.
How you doing?
He is an acoustic consultant, and he is the one been consulting me on the studio. So Gavin got done with the testing today. Hooray! We've been waiting for this a long time. So I'm going to let Gavin tell you a little bit about what he does and what he did today.
Yeah, what we did today was take acoustical measurements of the existing space before we are designing acoustical treatment for the rooms. We did some pre-construction work where we optimized the dimensions of the control room, trying to minimize the mode issues that we could potentially have in there. And today's testing showed that, that things worked out really well. For a room that doesn't have any acoustical treatment, it's performing very, very well. And once we add the proper bass trapping, diffusion, absorption panels, it's only going to get better. And so we also optimized listening positions, speaker locations today, and then also tested the live room to try to get a good feel for various spots in the room and how it is going to perform for different applications. So today was the fact-finding mission. Now I'm going to go back to the office and create the acoustical models of the space and figure out why the problems are occurring, where they are, and what we can do to solve that.
So it's going to be about a week of crunching, right?
Yeah. I'll probably have a report back to you within about a week or so, and then I'll give you back plans that show AutoCAD drawings of exactly what to do and where, so that there's no guesswork and we're taking care of the problems.
Absolutely. And Gavin, of course, people that's going to watch this video, a lot of them's building studios.
Sure.
And I know that you walk into a lot of situations where you are dealing with nightmares and having to do a lot of extra work just try to reverse and get back to a good floor to work from. What's some of the biggest mistakes you see in construction of studios that makes your job much more difficult?
Well, the biggest thing would be building a room without any thought about the ratios of the dimensions, making sure that you're not creating more problems than you need to, and a lot of times that boils down to dimensions that aren't divisible by the same number or each other, so that certain modes are going to build up in multiple directions. And so just a little bit of thought or consulting with someone about that can really help to eliminate it.
So you wouldn't want to build like a 20 by 20 room. Anything's divisible by itself.
Right. For instance, if you're building a vocal booth, don't make it 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot.
Right.
That ends up sounding really bad. In fact, a good vocal booth size, something like 5 by 7 by 9, works out really, really well because you've got prime numbers involved that aren't divisible by the same number. Right.
And guys, I promise you that the number one thing in your studio is going to be acoustics. I mean, that's the biggest tool you have. That's the most important thing. You can't outrun bad acoustics. And I know Gavin works with a lot of people in a lot of areas all over the country.
Sure.
And actually, you're going out of country. You've got a seminar coming up.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing something in Paris here soon, and I've got some projects just scattered out all over the place. And the nice thing is that with acoustics, there's a lot of things I can do remotely, but then in certain cases, having an on-site testing is really going to give you the most accurate results.
Now, Gavin, and I already know what you're going to say, but the best thing to do is find somebody like you or you from the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
To avoid a lot of expensive problems.
Sure.
And the truth is, guys, had I not gotten in touch with Gavin, because I've been talking to Gavin when I was first planning this out. Gavin's the one, and I told him I have a very small space for a control room, and Gavin says, we'll make it work. But give me some time, let me come up with numbers. And he did, so that's the numbers we built on. Had I not contacted Gavin, I would have built different dimensions, and our findings wouldn't have been what they were today, which were very favorable considering no treatments. So the best thing to do is probably
it's always
partner
good
up at the beginning.
It's always good to have someone involved that is going to look out for your best interests and try to reduce the amount of headaches you're going to have down the road. And while it is an upfront investment to consult with someone, in the majority of the cases that I work with, I'm able to at least save the customer that amount of money in additional fixes that they would have to make, or building something then realizing it's not going to work and having to tear down and start over, or excessive treatments that are needed because of problems. So I try to make it worth it for people.
Yeah. Guys, I highly recommend Gavin. He did an awesome job, and it's Haverstick Designs.
Haverstick.
Haverstick. I would combine two words there. It's Haverstick Designs. You can catch him on his page. Just Google it, you'll find it. He does awesome work, and he's been doing this for a while, and great people person. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a follow-up what happened here today with Gavin, and get a chance to meet him. Thanks, guys.